Question number 7, Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My primary question is to the Minister of Arts, Culture and Heritage and asks, when he stated, quote, "This is a golden age for the arts in New Zealand," end quote, was he including the current state of the screen production industry?
Honourable
Speaker, yes, of course. When I asked Grant Robertson to recognise the golden age, I was referring to many areas where New Zealanders are excelling creatively. It includes music, where a New Zealander is #1 on the US Billboard charts for a 6th week, and where Michael Huston has just finished his triumphal Beethoven tour. It includes literature, where a talented New Zealander won the Man Booker Prize and where we did so well at the Frankfurt Book Fair. It includes the screen production sector, where Top of the Lake received numerous Emmy nominations. The Edmund Hillary movie has received rave reviews. And Mr Pitt recently passed over $1 million at the domestic box office. It includes the huge success of Sistema Aotearoa and the very strong orchestral sector. As Mrs Thatcher once said, I could go on and on and on.
Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Has he made any representations to the Minister of Economic Development over the need to address the crisis in the New Zealand screen industry? If so, what recommendations has he made?
Mr Speaker, the Minister for Economic Development and I are always talking about ways we can protect the film industry. So, for example, a few years ago, that Minister, in conjunction with Mr Brownlee and the Prime Minister and I, looked at how we could protect New Zealand productions from Australian trade union thugs who wanted to wreck The Hobbit. And more recently, I've been discussing with him ways in which we can help the film production sector, which is facing a high dollar and some very swift international movements by foreign countries in relation to the incentives they offer.
Supplementary.
Order. Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Does he believe that the large budget screen production grant is competitive?
Honourable
Mr Speaker, they are the very issues that I'm discussing with the Minister of Economic Development at the moment. This is a very dynamic industry. Just today I received some information from California about their system and the sorts of issues we're looking at. But we are concerned to see that there is a strong and vital screen production sector and that it is protected from union thugs who would want to destroy it.
Supplementary question, the Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, what actions did the National-led government take to ensure that the Hobbit movies were made in New Zealand, and were they supported by all parties in the Parliament?
Honourable Chris Finlayson.
We did a number... Mr Speaker, we undertook a number of matters, including making some changes to the labour law to ensure that Simon Whipp and Helen Kelly did not get their way to destroy The Hobbit in New Zealand. I remind Jacinda Ardern that it was Helen Kelly from the CTU who described Sir Peter Jackson as a spoilt brat, and I'd also observe that his local MP, Annette King, didn't say anything about it.
Remind you the industry is collapsing on your watch.
Order. Amongst the noise, I think I have a point of order.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Perhaps my cousin would like to table the evidence that I said nothing.
Member will resume his seat. That's not a point of order. Supplementary question.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Supplementary to the Minister. Of the 3 issues that the screen industry raised the most consistently as having contributed to the current crisis they're experiencing, which does he plan to do something about? A, the exchange rate, B, the uncompetitive rebate regime, or C, infrastructure issues in Auckland?
Mr Speaker, I don't know how one could table evidence of nothing, I say to my cousin, but I would say this to Jacinda Ardern. It is not within the power of the humble Minister for the Arts to alter the exchange rate, but Oh, was it? Oh, right, okay. But what I am doing is looking at those issues with the Minister of Economic Development to ensure that we do have a vibrant industry.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Is he content he's currently presiding over the arts portfolio while the screen industry is experiencing its worst downturn in 2 decades, but all his government has done is undertake a review which took well over a year and produced virtually nothing in terms of solutions?
Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Well, that's the most revealing comment, because it indicates to me that 4 years on, they're still bagging Sir Peter, who was the author of that review. And there were a number of very good initiatives proposed. And the point of the matter is I'm very proud of the way the arts and culture sector is going in New Zealand. And as I've said, and I'll say again, to the honourable member who doesn't seem to have heard what I said, we are working with Film New Zealand and the Film Commission on these issues, and I'll say to Mr Little that his union thug mates will not be allowed to destroy the film industry.
Point of order. Point of order.
I just have a point of order first. Point of order, Jacinda Ardern.
Point of order, Mr Speaker. I seek leave to table the review of the screen incentives regime, which is what I was referring to do. Nothing to do with Sir
I just
Peter
need
Jackson.
to check, is it something that's freely available to all members?
Clearly the Minister has...
It appears that it is, so I'm not putting it leave.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, the Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, can the member confirm that over 5,500 jobs were created through the Hobbit movies? And can he confirm whether every political party supported the making of the Hobbits in New Zealand, or did parties who are elected by the unions not do that?
Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Mr Speaker, I can confirm that 5,000 jobs were saved, including in Rongotai, home of the self-styled MP for Weta Workshops. I can also confirm, regrettably, that not all parties were supportive, that when it came down to supporting Simon Whip and union thugs or supporting the film industry, sadly, they supported the former.
Order. 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 Question number 8, Hesata Sam Lodoinga.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.